It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Callies.
Whoop, whoop.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you today?
Good. For Thursday morning?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And the weather's nice and beautiful, and that's going to change next week.
It's going to drop down.
This weekend. It is going to be kind of winter weather, it seems like. Right. I mean, as far as temperatures.
Yeah, so enjoy today. It's supposed to hit 80, 81.
Yeah, I know.
A little bit of rain, though.
I'm going to love it.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't produce a tornado.
We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Right?
Don't be starting that with me. No, it's going to be a good day. So I'm excited. And then only thing is, I think the rest of the week we've got rain. They're calling for large amounts of rain, and then Friday's game is probably going to be rainy. And
yeah, we'll do that here in a minute.
Yeah, it's going to be.
It's going to be.
Yeah.
We'll wait until you sit. We'll just wait.
It may be raining. You may not be able to get your work on your.
I know,
camper.
And that's I might not
finish up the inside.
Well, yeah, we do have the quarter round trim to put on the edges.
Get
on
that
the corners.
done at least.
Put it, trim around the windows. Yeah, I guess we could do that. Unless it's raining real hard, then we, going from the garage to it. We'll just have to wait. It looks like it's going to be next season.
You can get a little wet.
A little. I wear a rain jacket. Well, I just don't want to go inside and be wet.
I get it. Don't want to get the inside wet.
At least not yet. Not until it's finished.
Not until you're at least camping.
Yeah. At least once. My brother, he keeps going out to his land, and he has the Morrow, which is the boat camper.
Yep.
And I mean, he stays out there just about every weekend getting it cleaned up. He's done a real good job. It's looking nice. He wants us to bring the tiny camper. It's already got a camping spot set up, and go out there, and it can be our cabin in the woods. It'll go from
cool,
tiny camper when we're camping at like Cranfield or something to when it's on his land, it'll be the cabin in the woods. Because it looks like one.
It does look like a little miniature cabin.
Yeah.
You remember the Shrinky Dinks? You don't remember Shrinky Dinks when you were a kid? The little things you could buy, they were plastic looking things. You put them in the oven, they shrink to a hard little.
I never did that.
Oh, well, that's what it looks like. What happened to your camper?
Yeah.
They took a cabin and just shrunk it.
Big enough for two people to
and
sleep in.
And put 2 wheels under it.
Yeah. 4.
4 wheels. Oh, that's
4.
right. That's right. It is.
Yeah, this is a boat trailer.
You're way up there in class.
Way up. Tandem axle, baby. One flat tire, you can still roll.
So who says you can't put a camper in a boat trailer?
We're about to show the people. Right? They're probably, no idea. Unless you're friends with me on Facebook, you've probably seen my post. But if you're not, then...
We've been talking about it quite a bit. We showed pictures a while back.
Yeah.
And I'll get some more once it's all completed.
Yeah, did we? Or
Yep.
did I just hold up my phone? We
I
had
some pictures. I brought them up.
Yeah. Very good. Yesterday,
I
I said I was going to bring this up. Yesterday, I met 2 fans.
You did.
I did.
You were at work.
I apologize. I apologize. I'm going to have to.
And they're probably watching. So.
They're watching right now. And if they were sitting here, I'd say, remind me of your name, because it was kind of quick, We talked for 2 or 3 minutes, but they enjoy watching the show every day. They say it's very informative. Thank you. And so a shout out to them. We appreciate you watching.
Even on the days David's here?
No. Especially on the days that I'm here.
Well, we do appreciate you watching, and that's awesome to bring it up.
Yeah, definitely.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. I should have asked, was it the show that me, working there, talking about it, that brought them in, or they just been there before? We just talked all about me, but and them, and what
they're wanting a camper, and they know where to go.
I probably should have told you before the show what they do. But I can't now.
You can't now.
I can't now.
Well, talk about it
I
later.
almost said it, but I shouldn't say it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
Privacy.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good. We got a show to do.
All right. Let's start with the morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worth of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. They are still a not-for-profit 501c3. There has never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and the commitment remains a part of their mission. With that, let's pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, it seems to be recurring that I have to ask for you to bring us together as a nation. The division is deeper than I've ever seen. The stuff that's going on some of these college campuses right now, you know what I'm talking about, just dumbfounds me, and I could really use your help understanding it all. As always, please watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedom. And this I pray, amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks. Give them a call at 870-508-1200 and ask them about respite care. If you're taking care of a loved one, it can be a lot. You know, you have a full-time job, you're trying to take care of them, you need a break, you need some rest. They'll, take care of them for you for a couple of days.
They're there to help the whole family.
Yeah. And
not just person going through it, but the whole family.
Mm-hmm. So give them a call, 870-508-1200. With that, we'll pause for Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team.
Well, folks, have you ever been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. You're visiting the area, you think, I really like it here. Give them a call at 870-405-0793. You can go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks.
A plethora.
Yeah.
I like that word.
But, that commercial that y'all did, hanging out in a hotel room, really enjoying the area. Maybe you're here to go fishing on the White River, which we're going to show you.
It happens more than you know.
Yeah.
And that's where the idea of it came up, was that that is what happens especially during the summer. You got all the tourism in here.
Yep.
They're seeing everything. And they're like, man, I kind of like it here. And usually you're sitting in a hotel room.
Yep.
And before long, you decide to call Linda and Bob and Z-Team, and they get you taken care of.
Well, and then some people, they buy a second home here. They have their vacation home where they come during the summers or weekends or whenever. A lot of people from the flatlands of Jonesboro do that. And then they eventually retire here. So it
happens a lot.
Yeah, they've already got the place.
And anymore, with COVID that happened a while back and stuff, people are a lot more remote. They work from home a lot of these. So they can choose where they want to live.
Yeah.
And this is just a great place to make that decision.
I love it.
Oh, I'm with you.
Love it here. Let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team. That's a horseshoe bend of the White River. Absolutely beautiful. Off to the right in the distance is Mountain Home. In the center is the Missouri line. To the left is Bull Shoals. It's an amazing view, brought to you by the Z-Team in way of cameras on the back of their home.
The most important part, where did I do that? Oh, it's not even focusing in right. Well, it's right in between the light.
It is.
Transitioning, so it will refocus here in a minute when it moves. But this camera moves around to different spots, and but it really highlights the river. And,
like David's Island.
David's Island.
And Scooter Mountain.
That's in Missouri, though.
The Rainbow Bridge, there it goes.
Now, this is the train depot. That's really cool. I like that.
That is cool. I love trains. I like that it focuses, and sometimes we catch a train going through there, and there's one sitting there now.
Yep.
It just hadn't left the station yet.
I grew up with my dad, worked for Santa Fe Railroad, so I grew up around trains and stuff, and I miss the caboose.
I know,
that
right?
was my favorite thing growing up, was waiting for that caboose to come through.
Somebody be standing there and they wave at you.
My parents are like annoyed because they're stopped in the road waiting for this train,
and
I'm just like, this is so cool. The caboose is coming. All right, that's all I got to say about that.
You can go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find these beautiful views, especially when a storm comes through. Okay, so the next few days, chances of rain, meaning
Yes.
chances of lightning, which means you need to go to retiredarkansas.net to this camera view, this one right here, because I've gone to it, and the lightning that shoots across the sky is amazing.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
It is awesome to watch a storm. It's also awesome to watch a snowstorm come through.
Yes.
When it's snowing and stuff and watching it on camera is
It
pretty
looks
cool.
like Star Wars, like you're
Yes.
going through space.
Yep.
Yeah, very cool. But if you're looking to buy or sell a home, give Bob and Linda Zadora a call, 870-405-0793, realtors you'd recommend to a friend. We recommend them because of their commitment to excellence when it comes to customer service. They've won a lot of awards for that. And so you just go to their office and you'll see them. They've triple diamond, and I don't even know the name of all of them. But it's
all based on customer service.
Exactly.
And that's impressive. That's hard to get anymore these days.
Yep, definitely. Let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. In Mountain Home at 67, Harrison at 64, Batesville at 71, Yellville at 67, Marshall at 72, Salem at 66, Mountain View at 72, Calico Rock at 67, West Plains, Missouri at 66, Springfield at 66, Poplar Bluff at 69, and St. Louis at 66. So we get some 60s and 70s. And the National Weather Radar, look at this, stretching from San Antonio all the way up into the lower part of Missouri. I guess that was further down the day. I love when it does that to me.
Got some red coming up through Texas and southeast Oklahoma.
Let's just go ahead and zoom in. We can see they got snow in the Pacific Northwest. They always do this time of year. But this right here is what we're going to see in, I guess, the next few days. Stuff like this is going to be coming through our area. That right there, 12. So look around the noon hour that it finally hits us with yellow and red. It looks like it's just to the northwest of us right now. In the morning, it's past the 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's open. And 8, 9 o'clock, it looks like it's going to start entering our area. No,
Yep.
not yet. 10 o'clock. There we go. 11. So this is futurecast. It could come sooner. I'm going to say between 9 and noon. Watch out for the storm. Bring an umbrella. Do you have an umbrella?
I do.
Good. Watches and warnings for Missouri and Arkansas is in the clear. Texas, with what they're getting right now, has some flood watches and with that flash flood warning, So they're in the central part of the state. Be safe, drive careful. If you see a low water bridge that has water rolling over it and you think it's safe, it's probably not, so just turn around. 7-day forecast, and there it is. That's what you were talking about earlier, Scooter. Look at all the rain chances throughout.
Rain.
Yeah. Today, 50% chance of showers and breezy, which 50% means 100% in some of our area.
Okay.
High of 74. Tonight, 40% chance of thunderstorms, low of 65. Friday, 40% chance of thunderstorms, high of 80. So we're getting another 80 day. Friday night, 50 to 80% chance of showers, low of 56. Saturday, 90% chance of showers. Dang it. High of 63. Saturday night, 90% chance of showers, low of 52. Sunday, 80% chance of showers, high of 57. Wow, it does drop. Look at that.
Starting Saturday
High.
and all through next week.
A high of 57 on Sunday. Sunday night, 80% chance of showers, low at 35. There's no tiny camper Sunday, buddy.
No.
Monday, 30% chance of rain, then mostly sunny, high at 45. Pollen count. Tree pollen today is none. Grass pollen is moderate. Ragweed pollen is low.
And that'll be dropping off once the rain hits.
Yeah.
It'll get some of that under control.
Yeah. Norfolk Lake water level is at 553.35. Level is 1.35 feet above full pool. They are shut down. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 653.80. Level is 5.2 feet above full pool. And they're just generating one past
They're down to
24
one.
hours. Yeah.
Okay.
That is a look at your weather, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net, where you can find all their listings, the MLS listings. And with that, let's take a break. We'll come back with community news, brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn of Mountain Home, Arkansas.
Mow, dig, haul. The L-Series compact tractor offers ultimate versatility, along with a great ownership experience and service that only your local Kubota dealer can deliver. The #1 selling compact tractor in Arkansas, and built-in quality and reliability for a great price. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today. Get the L-Series tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Have you ever?
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This part of community news is brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Buddy, if you need a tractor, they've got the largest inventory in our area.
You're needing tractors,
North
you're
Central
needing
Arkansas.
parts, you're needing service. They've got it all, and you can't miss them. I mean, they got tractors lined up from little tractors, from zero-turn mowers, all the way up to your big machinery, and they carry the implements, whether you're doing hay, whatever you're doing, they get the implements there. They're right there on the road 62 on the west side of town.
Yep, 4423 Highway 62 West.
Yep, and they've got them lined up wall to wall. You can't miss it. But they've got a huge parts department, and I'll tell you, they carry a lot of parts in stock. Save time and having to wait and order. Man, they probably got, and their rates are and their prices are really, really good. So
yeah, you can see
it's the place I go to for all my tractor stuff. That's where I go for my bigger tractor stuff.
Very good. You can go to ozarksfarmandlawn.com where you can see their promotions here down at the right. It's a rolling screen that'll show all their discounts, and look, up to 8,000 cash back, 0% financing. So that's good deals right there on a tractor. 6,000 cash back, 10,000 cash back, or 0% financing.
There's some of their zero turns. They got Skag, they got Kubota, New Holland. They got all your top name brands.
Very good. Ozarks Farm and Lawn here in Mountain Home, Arkansas. And in community news, it's my new favorite since the LC Salmon Juice Center had their trunk or treat, but the 71st Annual Mountain Home Lions Club Auction online, November 13th through the 16th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. nightly. Get some great deals and help your community. Watch on XL7-TV. Also watch online at lionsclubauction.com. You can listen to bid on KTLO 97.9. You can bid by calling 870-425-2266. Or again, go to lionsclubauction.com. Over 500 items will be up for bid. This is so much fun. You won't even...
Yeah, we do it right here at the station, and we have a ball. It goes on for a number of days. You can do everything online. You can go to that lionsclubauction.com, get your bidder number. You can bid online. You can do everything. It's just a lot of fun.
And it's fun when you're going back and forth in a battle. I mean, if you've never been to a live auction or any kind of auction, and you really, really want something, and so does somebody else, and you start going back and forth. And this is for, a great cause. So really, when you're bidding on something and you're way overvalued, it doesn't matter because it's a donation to something worthy. But you get into it. And I got into it sitting in your chair, and they didn't even know I was bidding. And somebody was bidding me up, and I was bidding them back. And they're like, dang, it's going back and forth. They didn't even know it was me. And it gets to the
problem
point.
is they know it's me, and they bid me up. They start begging people, you guys really got to get Skidder up higher.
Yeah. So join us for that November 13th through the 16th. That's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Drug take-back event set for Saturday, October 28th. The Baxter County Sheriff's Office is once again participating in the National Take-Back Day in an effort to remove unwanted, unused, and potentially dangerous controlled substances. If I could read this. Wow, that's some big words. And over-the-counter medications from our medicine cabinets. The event will be held this Saturday, October 28th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It'll be at Tractor Supply Company, formerly Orchland parking lot at 1025 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. The deputies will be on hand at this location to assist members of the public. So you definitely want to go by there, and they'll destroy all of those using an incinerator. The National Take-Back or Drop-Off Procedures. For more information, contact the Sheriff's Office. And that's from Sheriff John Montgomery, so very good. The Brick Oven Trunk or Treat, that's finally coming up October 28th, this Saturday, 4 to 8 p.m. They'll have a bounce house, face painting, cupcakes and cookies, hot chocolate costume contest, raffles, and prize giveaways. You know what? Let me go back to this because, I hope that don't mess with it.
The weather?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that don't mess with it for them.
We're gonna be running that on a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So that's supposed to be this Saturday, hopefully weather permitting. And NAYC presents the Jerry Hopper Band November 4th, dinner at 5:30, auction at 6:15. Music 7 to 9:30 at 412 Power Street in Cotter. $20 per person with meal, $35 per couple with meal, and $15 per person without meal. It'll be a chili supper, drink, and dessert for the North Arkansas Youth Center. You can call 870-435-2850 for more information. And last but not least, Saturday, November 11th, Holiday Open House at River Art Gallery of Cotter. Join us November 11th, 10 to 4 at 511 2nd Street in Cotter, across the street from the post office. Shop our unique gifts in every price range, and they have all kinds of things going on there. So check that out November 11th.
And then Friday, ASU is hosting their Haunted Night event.
Yes.
Yes, and it'll be October 27th, Friday from 6 to 9. They've got so much going on. They got a bunch of activity stuff. They got a food truck there where you can purchase some food and stuff, but they've got a haunted hallway that's free for the kids. They've just got a lot going on, so that'll be this Friday from 6 to 9. So.
Excellent. I'm glad you had that because I didn't have that wrote down anywhere.
I got it.
Thank you, sir.
I got you covered.
Excellent. With that, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we're going to come back with Corporal Lyndle, Crownover. He is with Enforcement of Arkansas Game and Fish.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z-Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z-Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Today we are going to be visiting with Corporal Lyle Crownover. He's in the Lyndle. Why do I want to say?
It's my son.
Okay, that's Lyndle. It kept Lyndle Crownover, but it was sounding so familiar, and that's why. He's very good. Anyway, Enforcement Division of Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. How are you? Thank you for joining us.
I'm doing great.
Very good.
Doing great.
Very good. I would like to start off with just tell us a little bit about yourself, your personal life and career history, and how you got into enforcement with the Arkansas Game and Fish.
As far as career history, 1991, I started with the Arkansas Forestry Commission and enjoyed that job for 13 years. Started out as a forest fire ranger. Then I went to the enforcement side of that and became a statewide arson investigator.
Okay.
For the Arkansas Forestry Commission, and investigated timber theft and arson all over the state.
Yeah. Does that happen a lot?
Some counties are more.
Yeah.
Like East Arkansas, I never went over there. I actually was responsible for 33 counties.
Yeah.
So
that's
5 counties, around here, and then Stone County and down that way.
Okay.
There was a lot of timber theft at that time, though.
Yeah. When did you make the transition into enforcement from?
I quit the Arkansas Forestry on a Saturday in 2005 and went to work for Arkansas Game and Fish on Sunday. So no break in service, and went straight to work for them in 2005. Of course, I'm based mainly in Baxter County. Of course, we can work statewide, but primarily in Baxter County.
Yeah. So how long have you lived in Mountain Home? Or Baxter County?
I've lived in Baxter County all my life.
All your life?
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, I was very fortunate to be able to come back to Baxter County and work here.
Very good. Married, and I guess Lyle.
Married with 2 boys.
2 boys.
Lyle and Blake, and of course Lyle has the construction company, and Blake works with him.
Yeah. Very good. Very nice. Well, how many deputies or game wardens? Do you call them deputy or game wardens?
Game wardens.
Game wardens
Yes.
do you have in the state?
Roughly 172 statewide.
And they're broken up by how many per county?
Depending on if we have big water, which we have, North Fork, Bull Shoals Lake, we have 3 per county or 2 per county in the counties that don't have a lot of water.
Yeah.
Because, basically we have 2 jobs. We work in the wintertime, we basically work the woods, and summertime we work the water, and especially in the bigger counties.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of like having 2 jobs.
Yeah. And during the summertime, the lakes and rivers are the main focus. And is that where sometimes, like on the rivers, you're in the woods, you might have a ghillie suit on, and you're watching people go by?
Well, we do have ghillie suits.
Yeah.
Most of the time we're out in the public and mingling with the public and visiting with them, checking fishing license, and I guess I feel fortunate or unfortunate, I don't know, to live in a county like this. I can get on White River at Bull Shoals Dam, go to Cotter or Buffalo City. I can check 100 people in 3 days and never check the same person if I go every 3 days. It's amazing, and I don't think that the general public has any idea how many people come in here to utilize our streams and how much money they bring in too.
Definitely.
Yes.
He's right about that. It does surprise me a little bit that you can go that long and never see the same person twice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people from all over the United States, other countries. Dry Run Creek. I've seen people from Canada.
That's excellent.
It's amazing how many different nationalities even you'll see.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of the tourism we get is because of the lakes and the rivers and stuff like that, of people coming in, and without the Arkansas Game and Fish, you wouldn't have the lakes and rivers that you have
today.
now. Yeah, without there being a little bit of control, because without, they put rules and regulations on how many fish, how many this and that, and because they're trying to keep everything alive and healthy for everybody to use.
Otherwise, it'll be overfished.
Exactly. Exactly. So you guys got a tough job, though. You guys cover a lot of ground.
Definitely. If you're talking 2 or 3 in a county, but the sweet spots to go to.
That's right.
where they're going to
Yes.
be. So that's where you're going to be.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And holidays, you know, work every weekend, every holiday, and that's when the people are out there. And not that we're out there to, you know, to give them a hard time.
No.
We just have to be there to kind of control what's going on.
Yeah, because there will be those few that maybe out on the lake or river have a few too many, or don't bring a life jacket when they're on the river. You definitely need to bring a life jacket on the river, because no matter how strong of a swimmer you are, well, both lake and river, anything can happen.
Yeah, I deal with it monthly, probably. Biggest problem is people come here, they don't get a guide, which the guides know what they're doing, they know where to put them on fish, they know how to make them, keep them safe, and they'll throw an anchor out with high water and sink a boat. So, you know, I'd highly encourage a person, at least for the first time, that they get on the water here, because we've got some streams that can be dangerous and even deadly.
Definitely.
And I would encourage them to at least get a guide the first time they come, because first of all, it could save their life. Secondly, they're going to put them on fish and they're going to teach them and show them how to fish.
Yeah.
And then if they want to come back and try to do it themselves, that's fine. But I would highly encourage that.
Definitely. Very good.
People don't realize, I used to guide on the White River, and people don't realize there's channels and stuff, and the water's constantly changing.
Right.
I mean, it's constantly rising and lowering, and you need to know where those channels are. If there's rocks, there's all sorts of stuff underneath. And even as a guide, you've got stories of things that you hit or this and that, and you knew where to go.
Yeah.
Or motor problems.
Or motor problems.
Motor problems. I've worked a couple of fatality accidents because of motor quit, they run out of gas or whatever. And I've had several that will go under a boat dock, you know, flip a boat, go under a boat dock.
Yeah. I don't even want to think about that. Now, game wardens are certified law enforcement, and they have statewide jurisdiction.
Yes, that's correct.
A lot of people don't know.
We're same thing as state police. We have full law enforcement authority, not so much to be out there enforcing speeding or reckless driving or whatever.
But you could if you saw it.
But we can if we see it. If we see something that is life-threatening, you know, somebody passes on a double yellow line and almost hits a car, I'm probably going to stop, pull them over. But the main reason I think that we have gotten that in the past is, say we've got a known poacher, somebody shooting deer out of season. We don't really have a reason to stop them, but we got a call, hey, they may have shot a deer off the road. Well, maybe they didn't turn their left signal light on or didn't come to a complete stop at a stop sign. That gives us probable cause to stop that vehicle and go a little further and see if that was the suspect that we were looking for.
Sure.
So it's a tool for us.
Yeah, good. Now, you were telling me before we started the show that if you've been in a year, that constitutes federal authority.
Yes, we are deputized by U.S. Fish and Wildlife to enforce federal regulations. And that's good, like on Sylamore National Forest, for instance, in our area, you know, we can enforce the federal code.
Yeah.
Corps of Engineers, you know, there's some rules and regulations that we enforce for them too.
Yeah.
But it's good to have that since we're in the business anyway.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you were talking about poachers. I had a couple of questions on that. And I don't know if you know the statistics of how many poachers that Arkansas Game and Fish catches a year.
I don't know per year, but I do know that in some areas, like where there's a lot of crop fields and stuff over in East Arkansas, they catch way more than we do, and they have a lot more problem than we do.
What are they usually poaching?
Deer at night mostly.
Deer at night.
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be our number one poaching problem.
Yes. And so that led me into the tactics. So whether it was trapping out of season or at night, and it seems
nighttime.
So they spotlighting.
Yeah.
So if you catch somebody in the act, is it true that right then you can impound their truck and all their stuff, and arrest them essentially?
Yes,
but
yes.
you can,
Yes. And it all goes back to being cooperative. You know, if they're cooperative and you know they admit they're doing what they're doing, you know, and all that, you know, we have discretion.
Okay.
Whether we seize their vehicle, and if if they want to play hardball, well, we can play hardball too. And we can seize their vehicle, we can seize their gun, and that can be sold at a public auction.
Yeah, and I'm sure that happens.
And of course, first thing I ask people, how much do you owe on it, Well, they've got to pay that balance off. We don't pay that balance off.
Really?
Yeah, they're still liable for it. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
you can sell it free and clear, but they're still going to owe the bank for that and not have a vehicle.
Right.
So it's best not to poach.
It's best not to poach. It's best. There's plenty of, we have plenty of wildlife to do things right and hunt in season, daytime.
Yeah. Which season's coming up, but it's 7:35. We'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back and talk about gun season's opening up here soon. All right, we'll be right back with Corporal Lyndle Crownover of Enforcement Division, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
Welcome back to the Morning Show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Corporal Lyndle Crownover. He's with the Enforcement Division of Arkansas Game and Fish. And deer season is coming up November 11th.
Yeah, we're excited. We average 200,000 deer, and it seems like when deer season's over that nobody took any deer.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm sure the insurance companies can relate to this. The body shops can relate to it.
I know, right?
It's costing them a lot of money. And
I've had 4 connections with deer in a car.
Yeah, we need to get them thinned out. But yeah, gun deer season's coming up November 11th. Actually, the 4th and the 5th is the youth hunt, and then, like I said, the 11th through the December 3rd would be the gun season, and then there's a 26th through the 28th gun season.
26th through 28th.
I do like to remind people, because we have a farm out in the Sylamore Forestry District, and a lot of people look at, hey, I'm in this district or whatever. If you're hunting and you're in a forestry area, then in the back of the book, you need to look up that forestry you're in. They will have separate requirements than what your regular area has. Like the Silmar Forestry District, we only get like a week of hunt by rifle, stuff like that. They limit a lot of stuff, so you're required to know those rules if you're in that area. So just keep in mind, it's not all the same. If you're getting into different forestry areas, you do need to look at the back of the book also for that forestry.
As far as start dates, that's pretty much the same. November 11th, the gun deer season is going to be starting. But you're right. They have a shorter season. They have, like where you can only kill one buck in some of those areas. So we have in what's going to be specific to Baxter County, of course, we're going to have Silmar National Forest. We're going to have Norfolk WMA, like over at Bennett's Creek, over 62 East. So anytime that you have specific areas, you need to really make sure you get on the website and look those dates up, because we've had people in there hunting after, when you can still hunt in rural Baxter County and you can't hunt over there, the season would be over. So make sure that you look up the specific regulations for those areas. Buffalo River, it's going to be in that area. So and it's usually in the back of the book. One thing I want to hit on real quick, and I don't know if you had that on your notes or not, but we have a new app, and that's right. It's been a little difficult for the people that didn't know about it. So what you have to do, if you don't, if you've still got the old app, it's absolutely not working now anyway. The old app. So delete it. Start all over again. agfc.com. Go in, new password, and from what I've seen so far, of course, there's anytime you have something new with IT, especially like this, there's always kinks to be worked out. But for right now, I think everything's worked out. But it seems to be really good. It's got the weather on it. You can check a deer. And also, I want to give out a phone number. We've got some new phone numbers. I knew the other one for 17 years, but
and they had to change it.
Our dispatch and to report a violation is 833-356-0824, and that's our dispatch, 833-356-0824. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
The tip hotline, and it is
tip hotline.
You also have a text tip 411. That's 847-411.
Yes.
And just so you know, when you send that through, I was reading that last night. It's totally anonymous. It does not collect your information. It does not tell Arkansas Game and Fish who you are. Right. It just takes the information that you're letting them know. And
on that tip line, we have a rewards program, and it is 100% anonymous. If someone wants to do that, I don't know if y'all are familiar with it or not, but we still have an ongoing investigation in Marion County where someone killed 4 bald eagles.
I heard about that.
And
you're still looking
we
for them?
have got tips, but not anything that's solid enough to really do anything with.
I didn't know it was 4. I thought it was 1.
4 bald eagles, at least 8 to 10 deer, a big healthy dog that they shot in the Pyatt area.
Yeah.
So, we're still looking for information on that, and I figure at some time, some point, someone's going to want a $10,000 to $15,000 reward.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that, and just to catch somebody that shoots a bald eagle, because that's as wrong as it gets.
Yes.
They're nationally protected. You should not be doing that. Right. But they went on quite the spree, it sounds like.
Yes, and it was in kind of a specific area. Have no idea why or who, obviously.
Yeah.
But we would sure like to still get tips on that, and a person can call in that number and give us information if they have it. But there is at one time, I think there was $15,000 reward.
Yeah.
For information leading to the conviction and arrest and conviction of that person.
I hope you catch them. Tip hotline 833-356-0824. You can text tip 411. That's 847-411. I hope you catch them. It's almost 7:30 or 7:45. We'll take our last break.
Final.
Yeah. take our last break. We'll come back with more from Corporal Lyndle Crownover of the Enforcement Division, Arkansas Game and Fish.
Looking for something wonderful and delicious? Head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors like German chocolate cake and sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious.
Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience.
Located in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn or at their Harrison address across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental. Let Paradise Cream cater your next event because you're on your way to paradise.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
Mow, dig, haul. The L-Series compact tractor offers ultimate versatility, along with a great ownership experience and service that only a local Kubota dealer can deliver. The #1 selling compact tractor in Arkansas, and built-in quality and reliability for a great price. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today. Get the L-Series tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our visiting with Corporal Lyndle Crownover, Enforcement Division, Arkansas Game and Fish. We were talking about that book and going online. You find a lot of information, but sometimes maybe you can't find the information. So you can call the game wardens at 833-356-0824 and just talk with them. You know, you have that book in hand and you guys can go back and forth and see if you can get the answers to the questions. But where can they get that book?
Walmart, Harps.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of different the bigger retail stores that will have the book. I just send a look at the books. I had to get online and look
and
at
a lot of people do. That's why it's good you still do print.
You got that age gap where just like license, as far as checking people on the river, I'm happy when somebody hands me a paper license. You know, I don't want to. First of all, I don't want to handle their iPhone and drop it in the river.
I know, right?
You know,
yeah. Well, and I was reading reviews, and people did say that the new app was so easy to get a license, and they were saying, "I'm happy I don't have to go into Walmart or go into Harps." But there are people that do want to still go in, and at the same time, maybe they buy ammunition and grab one of them books. So.
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it works out for both people. I hope we continue to have a paper copy of.
I think you will.
Yeah.
Now you were saying something about if you're under 16, you need.
Yes, everybody that hunts, of course, you know, to be able to deer hunt, you got to be 6 through 16 anyway, or at least 6 years old. So everybody needs a CID number. They can go on this new website or call They actually can call the game check. We have a game check number, and if you call that tip line, it'll have an option to buy a license on there too. So there's I think there's like 10 different SKUs that you can go through. If you need to talk to a game warden, I think it's hit 4. So, but there's a lot of different ones. But with that said, there's a game checking hotline also, 833-289-2469.
Okay.
And they can go on there and they can either get one like that or get the new app, and all it does is create a CID number. And what that does is it populates them tags, and they can tag a deer just like adults can.
Very good.
No cost.
Very good. Now, we've talked about this with previous Arkansas Game and Fish people, the chronic wasting disease that's going on, and primarily it looks like central to northwest Arkansas. What can you tell us about that?
Okay, as far as CWD, it's not going away. If you look out in the western states, they've had it since they've known it was there since 1968. We found it, I think it was February of 2016. Just be cognitive of it. If you got a sick deer, call somebody.
Yeah.
You take a sick deer, call somebody, and we will look it over. I will tell you this: in Baxter County, we have not found the first positive CWD case. We've tested 1,500 to 2,000 deer and haven't had it.
Yeah.
Now, to say we're not going to have CWD in Baxter County, that's probably not going to happen. We're going. It's a matter of when, not if. We're going to have a positive CWD case. But so the main thing is just look over that deer. What I've found, most people that call me with sick deer, I'll go out, look at it. It's either got a bullet hole in it and it ran up in somebody's yard and died, or secondly, it was close to a road and it's going to have bruises, skint marks all over it, and it got hit by a car.
Yeah.
And one thing I will say, deer are like people. They get sick. There's so many diseases. The hemorrhagic disease, in June, July, if you see a dead deer around a pond, more than likely it's hemorrhagic disease.
What's that?
It's just another disease that deer get. Yeah. And but if you start seeing stuff like that, give us a call anyway, and we'll come out and evaluate and look it over. And so if you want to get your deer tested for CWD, here's what you do. First of all, don't shoot it in the head, don't shoot it in the neck. What we need is the head cut off with about 4 to 6 inches of the neck.
Okay.
You can go ahead and take the antlers off of it, or cut the antlers off if you want to. If you get a big buck that you feel like you need to get tested, that would probably have to be done by a veterinarian, and that way they can take the sample, give you the deer head back right then, because it'd be difficult to put it in one of our freezers and then us get the deer back to you. So once you take that deer's head off, if say you kill a doe or a small buck that you don't want, you don't want the head back, in Baxter County at 650 South Street, there at our Game and Fish office, and that'd be behind the square, like behind Raps Barren back in there.
Yeah.
The old bank that's back there, that's where we're at. We have a freezer underneath the drive-through. Now that's in Baxter County. And in that freezer, there's going to be some plastic bags. There's going to be a marker in there that you can put your name and information. I just talked to Wes Wright yesterday. He's the deer coordinator that takes care of picking up these deer. They said that they pick up on Thursdays. We actually test in-state now at Livestock and Poultry. They test down there, and if they pick it up on a Thursday, within 4 days, you're probably going to know the results. And I say know the results. You can get on the Game and Fish website and see if it was positive or not. But number one, most importantly, within a couple weeks, somebody's going to be calling you if it is positive. They're not going to call you if it's not positive, but within a couple weeks, you should know.
Yeah.
And as soon as even 4 days, that they will notify you that it's a positive CWD case. So, and I'm sure most of the viewers have seen that at this time there is no relation between it transmitting to humans. But with that said, if it's got CWD, I wouldn't eat it,
Sure. But I wouldn't either.
Once again, we have not had the first case in Baxter County.
Yeah.
Marion County, Fred Berry has a freezer over there, and also he said that there is one at the fairgrounds in Marion County, a freezer that they can take a deer head to.
Yeah.
It's really simple. I do it every year. I mean, just for my own precaution. But yeah, you just cut the head off. They got the bags right there. You take it, slip it in. They got a little bit of card that you fill out, and it tells you exactly what to put in there. So they know who you are. They know when the deer was shot, stuff like that.
And where.
Tag it in there, and then I just go online periodically and check, and they'll update it online. It's simple.
Yeah.
Simple to do, and it gives you a lot of peace of mind.
Yeah, and it helps them map the area. It's like the map they have here at the Arkansas Game and Fish website. You can click on the chronic wasting disease. This is the area that it's most prevalent, and that it looks like a lot. It's just a lot of dots. It's probably a few hundred, or are they into the maybe thousands?
Well, and one other thing I want to talk about, transporting. Mm-hmm. So you've got a tier. Are you showing that on the screen?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You can see how it made it to Randolph and then southern part of Arkansas.
Right.
Yeah.
So tier 1, that's that red zone there. You can't take a deer out of it into any other county out of that red zone without deboning. The skull plate must be clean. There's only certain clean items that you can take out.
Yeah.
Now, in like Baxter County and Marion County, for instance, you can actually take it into the red zone, like to get it processed or whatever. But you can't take it into Fulton or Izard County,
which has
so we're in that. And after talking to Wes Wright yesterday, he explained to me that what will put us into that tier 1 red zone is over 5% prevalence of CWE cases, which we don't have. We don't have the first one. Marion County has just a few, but it's less than 5%.
Okay.
So it's not in that. So that's what dictates what zone that we're in, or tier level we're in.
Yeah. And they're talking about that most likely Randolph and southern Arkansas is that somebody did transport it down probably through the guts and carcass away, and it ended up
right.
So if you're out hunting and you have any idea or think there's any idea that there might be something wrong with the deer, go by 650 South Street. It's the old bank, and you can wrap up the head and put a card. When I come to think of it, I don't hunt, so this is all like I'm not doing that. So anyway, we've only got a couple minutes left, and anything else? I know that you guys are looking to hire game wardens.
We are,
and the website shows. If I go back here, Arkansas Game and Fish, we'll go to the main page. You can see here, apply to be a game warden by October 30th. What are some of the requirements?
It changes time to time, but of course a degree is a good thing.
Yeah,
it always gives you a leg up. Here's something, and you may laugh about it, but what I tell people, we're looking for people with common sense.
Sure.
We want people to do the right thing. We want people to treat people with respect, as making contact with people, and just do the right thing. Yeah. We want people to do the right thing. We work for the public.
Right.
So we want to make sure that you're going to do the right thing, and just people with good common sense.
Right. Yeah. Which seems to be few and far between nowadays. That's for another show.
Harder and harder to find.
Yes, harder and harder to find. Well, we thank you for coming on. Very, very good information.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah, we hope that you're safe out there hunting. That starts November 11th, gun deer season. I hope you get the big one. I don't know. I don't hunt.
Get out and enjoy the outdoors.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow with Bob Rechtenwald, This Week in Sports, and Bob Zadora, and This Week in Real Estate.
You got it. See everybody tomorrow.
Have a great day.
Thanks.